Lucky for me, I found the man with the ultimate. That would be Chef Cesare Casella of Maremma Restaurant in New York. He calls it moonshine because it's made with fusilli pasta, tomato sauce, and bourbon. Cesare spent 43 obsessive days in a row perfecting the recipe and trying over 35 different cheeses from both his native Italy and the U.S. before he decided on
this Grana Padano.
So that's the cheese that we're using today in the moonshine fusilli pasta?
Yes.
Holy cow! That's heavy!
After a lifetime of neglect, 3 weeks ago, Oliver was unwashed, untrained, and frightened of the world. Today, he is starting to come out of his shell.
Oliver's progressing. He can take treats now, which I'm using in training, but he still has a lot of anxieties, and I have a lot of work to do.
With Oliver progressing on the stairs, Andrea introduces a new element to his training.
What I might try with Oliver today is called luring. Luring is where you hold a food reward in your hand and you sort of mold the behavior by moving your hand in the direction you want to get the dog's body where you want it to be. So if I want Oliver to sit, I'm going to take my hand, hold it gently over his head, and just lift up and back a little bit until his rear hits the ground. Yes.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, he's holding the pound now. It's too cute. Oh. Well, I think we found Oliver's trick. I think he likes to take a bow.
He does.
Hudson came on a surprisingly small ship, the Half Moon. It was about 65 feet long. He sailed up north around Norway and hit some ice, and he was supposed to come back to Amsterdam, and instead he turned his ship around and he sailed all the way across the Atlantic, eventually into New York Harbor. And he saw the big Hudson River and he thought, aha, this might be it. This might be the way through to China.
They had found an incredibly rich land, very fertile, full of trees, which were valuable commodities, and even more important, fur-bearing animals that would make an important trading commodity.
In the late 1970s, most tourists were too frightened to set foot in Central Park. Today, it attracts 25 million visitors a year, second only to Times Square as the city's must-see outdoor attraction.
Clearly, the southern end of the park is where the tourists come into the park. Is it either Merchants Gate, Columbus Circle? Those are the busiest areas. Up to 72nd Street, you have a lot of music, you have a lot of skating, you have a lot of activity and a lot of high energy.
I love to ride my bike in the park. I love to walk in the park. I love to go around the reservoir, which is beautiful views of the park. It's spectacular.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave Evans, and I'm about to hop on the 7 train and head into one of the coolest neighborhoods in Queens, where dreams are won at Citi Field, where 2 World Fairs brought innovation to the nation, and where folks like Paul Simon and Louis Armstrong called home. That's right, I'm talking about the crown jewel of this great borough, Corona, Queens. And we'll show you all the treasures this neighborhood has to offer, and it won't cost you a fortune.
Thank you for calling 311. Have a good evening. Every day, we receive over 50,000 calls about all kinds of city services. You name it, we've covered it. But now, getting the information you need just got easier through 311 online. Let's say you just lost your briefcase in a yellow taxi. Report lost property online.
And your report is sent directly to the Taxi and Limousine Commission.
You can even print a report for your own records.
My name is Tyra. I reside in the Soundview area of the Bronx. I am a mom of 5 children. I've been coming to the Green Market for about 9 years now. The Green Market helps promote wellness for the families to be more aware of what they eat. Instead of trying to run to get a bag of chips, have some fruits.
You can log on to nyc.gov to learn more.
The influence of the old world is unmistakable on the New York dining scene. Think rustic Italian, Baroque French, and ornate Turkish. Some restaurants seem to take a step back in time while soaring into the future. The nostalgia of the old country is what this Eat Out New York is all about.
You think I'm lousy? I wear it as a badge of identity. He is left at the insistence of his mother as the man in the house when he really would like to be gone, gone, gone.
Everyone knew people who ended up on the street, literally living in an alley or in the shanty towns, and it was brutalizing times.
In your life, do you tell yourself I don't realize?
Hey Hey everybody, it's Matt Pinfield, and I'm coming to you from Detroit, Michigan at the DTE Energy Music Theater for this MySpace Live Project Revolution. Project Revolution is a tour that Linkin Park puts together every year, and this year they've got an incredible lineup. Julian K, Styles of Beyond, Taking Back Sunday, Him, Placebo, My Chemical Romance, Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Believe me when I tell you that I dictate the mic like Fidel does his nation. Keep it flowing like libation. Big head's the perfect target for decapitation. Cook rhymes till they al dente. Lock down the mic like El Presidente. Roll the mic like Fidel Castro. Roll the mic like Fidel Castro. Conquered more dips than the late Hannibal. Terrain gets too rough, I ride the beats like woolly mammals. Smoking like Joe Camel. Fatal when inhale. 007, but you still got tail. Q scrambling device must have failed.
The significance of my album titled Growing Pains is accepting that there will be pain with growth and change. Growing Pains is about rapidly growing. There was a situation in my life where I broke through on an album called A Breakthrough during that time. And when I broke through, I found myself surrounded by very, very important people that thought I was more important than I believed I was.
Oh, I will stay with you through the ups and the downs. Oh, I know,
I love making music, I love writing songs, I love performing. It's like my life.
It must have been about this time last year that I saw Quali and High Tech on the streets of New York. Dave, they say, come in the studio. We're making a record. Well, I'd never seen a rap record made before.
I'll be robbing business. I'm a stick-up kid, that's how I live. I admit it. I'll be robbing it. I'm a stick-up kid, and if you do it too much, I'm coming and get it. See, lately
my name is Life. My album is entitled Life 268 192. The number 268 192 was my number in prison, but in prison is where I got a chance to introduce myself to myself.
But it's a thin line between walking it and talking it and living it and giving it or just pretending it's all right.